begun on the 22nd of February this year. And in the past several months, in my capacity as the MD for Pandan, I have been engaging the local communities actively to sort out some of the teething problems confronting the contractors of the project. And this project, in fact, came into being after we brought up the grouses of the people, especially grouses related to the heavy congestion, the daily heavy congestion at certain stretches of MRR2 in Pandan constituency. And I still remember immediately after the general election in March 2008, we had immediately put in effort to address such grouses, as I said earlier. And last year, again, we had meeting that is the Works Ministry on the urgency of having the project implemented. And to date, ladies and gentlemen, this project has been kick-started, and it is due to complete on the 21st February 2012. So meanwhile, we have to bear with the inconvenience caused by the certain construction works along MRR2, in particular at the Pandan interchange. And for your information, this project that comes under the Works Ministry would cost about 104.5 million ringgit. 104.5 million ringgit. So meanwhile, we're still monitoring the progress of the project, and certainly along the way we need to sort out a lot of arising problems, especially problems confronting the locals, the road users. But I presume that by the time we complete the project, the existing rules, especially the traffic congestion at the peak hours, will be resolved. And this is the very reason why we brought up the proposal. We brought up the proposal, the grouses, to the ministry concerned immediately after the 2008 general election. And the entire length of the MRR2 concern involved in the upgrading works is about 2.8 kilometers. 2.8 kilometers from Ampang to Pandan town. Okay. Right. So next, I'd like to dwell on cost effectiveness. It's not that I pick on any specific projects stipulated in the budget announced by our Prime Minister, our Finance Minister one, but rather this is just my observation. And I think it is imperative for us to take cognizance of such observation, more so when we are in the midst of grappling with current situation, the current challenges, especially economic challenges, against in the global perspective. Now, just now in my short remarks made in Mandarin, I did mention about the necessity for us to take a hard look at the cost effectiveness of some of the mega projects, in particular construction projects. Now, of course, we have reasons to believe that the nation needs to pump prime the economy by having such projects. But again, it's a matter of allocation of resources. And also it is a matter of priority. And in this respect, when I mention about the necessity for us to take a hard look at cost effectiveness, firstly, I think we need to learn from some past lessons that in the past many a time that some of the projects, especially the government projects involving physical development or infrastructural development, even though such projects or such contracts were awarded by means of tendering exercise, nonetheless, we still could find cases where the contract sum in many instances turn out to be higher, if not exorbitant, higher than the market value. Again, the element of cost effectiveness or value for money should come into place. And on top of that, I think there is another dimension that we need to look into, is the existence of so-called unused floor space in many government buildings. Unused floor or unoccupied floor space, especially in the government buildings. And time and again, we have seen cases where ministries or government agencies, they put up their own buildings, especially high-rise buildings. But again, little do we follow up on the real usage of such facilities or such buildings. To what extent has this been fully utilized, or has it been utilized effectively? These are the questions that the people would like to know. Now, if at all, such buildings will left with ample unused or unoccupied floor spaces, then again, this is tantamount to a sheer waste of resources. And I don't think that at this juncture we can afford to have such wastage. 谢谢你的这个提问。